Well, howdy there, folks. Welcome to Marty Mar News, where the tea is sweet and the news is about to get much funnier. I'm your anchor, Marty Mar, coming at you faster than a fox in a henhouse. Please like and subscribe. Now, before we dive into today's top story, let's take a moment to appreciate this beautiful studio. Ain't it just the perfect blend of rustic charm and modern flair? We've got everything from cacti to cowboy hats, all set to bring you the latest and greatest. And speaking of the latest, have y'all seen the skies over Arizona lately? SpaceX has been lighting them up like the 4th of July. So buckle up, folks, because we've got a show that's out of this world. Please like and subscribe. Now, folks, let me tell you about something out of this world. SpaceX is fixing to launch a rocket right here in our own backyard, the good old Arizona desert. Ain't that something? Preparations for the launch have been underway for months, with engineers meticulously testing every component. The rocket was transported to the launch pad just days ago, and now, under the beautiful Arizona sunset, crowds are gathering to witness this historic event. Get ready, Arizona, because SpaceX is about to light up the skies. And y'all should see the folks around here. They're gathering like it's the county fair, ready to watch that rocket shoot up faster than a jackrabbit on a hot day. The local band is playing some lively tunes and kids are waving their little American flags. Food trucks are lined up, serving all kinds of snacks, while friends are taking selfies with the rocket in the background. The local news crew is interviewing excited spectators as the sunset paints the sky in vibrant colors. And there it goes, lifting off into the sky with the crowd cheering and watching it ascend. Now, I ain't no rocket scientist, but these folks sure are. They're working hard to make sure everything goes smoother than butter on a biscuit. The telemetry data is crucial for real-time adjustments. And when everything goes right, it's a moment of triumph. Montage of early SpaceX prototypes and Elon Musk. Before we witnessed these incredible launches, SpaceX had a humble beginning. Founded in 2002 by Elon Musk, the company's mission was to make space travel affordable and eventually enable humans to live on other planets. Early Falcon 1 and Falcon 9 rockets. Their first rocket, Falcon 1, faced several launch failures, but perseverance paid off. In 2008, Falcon 1 became the first privately developed liquid-fueled rocket to reach orbit. Montage of Falcon 9 and Dragon missions. Next came the Falcon 9 and Dragon spacecraft, which have been crucial in resupplying the International Space Station and returning cargo safely to Earth. Falcon Heavy launch and Starman in space. In 2018, SpaceX made headlines with the launch of Falcon Heavy, the most powerful operational rocket in the world, carrying Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster and the iconic Starman, Crew Dragon missions, and Mars plans. But SpaceX isn't stopping there. With Crew Dragon missions, they're paving the way for human spaceflight, and their ambitious plans for Mars colonization are well underway. Inspirational SpaceX team and rockets. From humble beginnings to groundbreaking achievements, SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, lighting up not just Arizona skies, but the skies of the entire world. Fade out to SpaceX logo and rocket launch. And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Concept art of SpaceX Starship and Mars colony. But what lies ahead for SpaceX? The future is even more thrilling. The centerpiece of their upcoming ventures is the Starship, a fully reusable spacecraft designed to carry humans to Mars and beyond. Animation of Starship launch and landing. This colossal rocket aims to revolutionize space travel by making it more economical and accessible. Imagine a future where space tourism becomes a reality, and humans can explore the cosmos as easily as we travel across continents today. Concept art of lunar missions and Mars-based SpaceX also has ambitious plans for lunar missions. Partnering with NASA, they aim to land astronauts on the moon by 2024. paving the way for a sustainable human presence on our lunar neighbor. Animation of Mars colony and terraforming. Looking even further ahead, SpaceX envisions a thriving colony on Mars. Their goal is to make life multiplanetary, ensuring the survival and prosperity of humanity for generations to come. Inspirational scenes of SpaceX engineers and Starship prototype. With every launch, every innovation, and every boundary pushed, SpaceX is not just making history, they're building the future. And as they continue to light up the skies, who knows what extraordinary milestones they'll achieve next. Fade out to SpaceX logo and concept art of Starship now. Let's return to the excitement of today's launch. Gap 3S, local businesses and community events. Beyond the awe-inspiring launches, SpaceX has significantly impacted the local community and economy. Gap 3S interviews with local business owners. Local businesses have seen a surge in activity. Gap 3S job fairs and SpaceX recruiting events. Restaurants, hotels, and shops have experienced an influx of visitors. Gap 3S interviews with new employees. SpaceX has created numerous job opportunities, boosting the local job market. Gap 3S community outreach programs. From engineers to administrative staff, many have found fulfilling careers. Gap 3S community events sponsored by SpaceX. SpaceX supports educational programs and local initiatives. Gap 3S community events sponsored by SpaceX. Schools have received grants for STEM education. Gap 3S drone view of the town with SpaceX facility in the background. Community events sponsored by SpaceX have fostered pride and unity. Gap 3S drone view of the town with SpaceX facility in the background. SpaceX has revitalized the local economy and instilled hope for the future. Gap 3S fade out to SpaceX logo and community. The ripple effects on the community are a testament to SpaceX's mission. Gap 3S fade out to SpaceX logo and community. Now, let's return to the excitement of today's launch. Gap 3S, SpaceX engineers working on rockets. The journey to the stars is not without its hurdles. Gap 3S, close-up of engineers in discussion. SpaceX has faced numerous technical challenges on its path to innovation. Gap 3S failed rocket landing attempts. From developing reusable rockets to perfecting landing techniques, the team has had to overcome complex engineering problems. Gap 3S successful rocket landing. Early attempts were met with failures, each one a learning opportunity. Gap 3S rocket testing. Through relentless testing and iteration, SpaceX has turned setbacks into stepping stones. Gap 3S interviews with SpaceX engineers. Engineers and scientists work tirelessly, driven by a shared vision of making space travel more accessible and sustainable. Gap 3S SpaceX control room during launch. Their innovative spirit and resilience have led to groundbreaking advancements, such as the Falcon Heavy and Starship rockets. Gap 3S SpaceX facility at night. Each successful launch is a testament to the team's dedication and ingenuity. Gap 3S fade out to SpaceX logo and night sky. As SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, their ability to overcome technical challenges is a beacon of hope for the future of space exploration. Gap 3S fade out to SpaceX logo and night sky. Now let's return to the excitement of today's launch. Gap 3S rocket launch emitting smoke. While SpaceX's advancements in space technology are undeniably impressive, they also come with environmental responsibilities. Gap 3S SpaceX engineers in a meeting. The company is acutely aware of the environmental impact of rocket launches and is actively working to mitigate it. Gap 3S reusable rockets landing. One of the key strategies is the development and use of reusable rockets. Gap 3S clean energy initiatives. By reusing the same hardware multiple times, SpaceX significantly reduces waste and resource consumption. Gap 3S environmental research. Additionally, SpaceX is investing in clean energy solutions and more sustainable fuel options. Gap 3S SpaceX facility with green initiatives. Collaborating with environmental scientists, SpaceX is studying the effects of rocket emissions and exploring ways to minimize their footprint. GAP 3S SpaceX facility with green initiatives. From implementing green practices at their facilities to innovating in sustainable technologies, SpaceX is committed to preserving our planet while exploring new frontiers. GAP 3S Clean Rocket Launch. As they light up the skies, they are also paving the way for a greener future. GAP 3S fade out to SpaceX logo and night sky. Now, let's return to the excitement of today's launch. And there she goes, folks. Up, up, and away. That rocket's flying higher than a kite in a hurricane. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Marty Mar News. Y'all come back now, you hear?